not. They don't know everything, and clearly they are not exactly the same. There are guidelines. ESPN has guidelines as to what I can say, or what anybody employed by ESPN can say about this circumstance, and I find them interesting, which is why I'm going to just say one or two things about this. They don't tell you how to think, but it's wording. For example, you're not supposed to use the word homosexual anymore. You're supposed to use the word gay. The reason behind that, even though I thought that homosexuality was a clinical term that defined something in a way that left no room for ambiguity, they say that homosexuality or homosexual is used and hurled at people who are gay as a slur. So I accept that, and I'm not going to use that. I think the critical thing in all of this is in terms of what language you can use. Like, you should not use sexual preference. And this one I completely understand and agree with 100%. You should use sexual orientation, not sexual preference. That the mythology of being gay is strictly mythology, that people choose this. And the position now, the science position now, is that you are born with this. So preference is not out there. I mean, clearly, there's almost nobody you know who hides the fact that they are now, to use the other word, straight. Nobody says, I don't want to talk about being straight. Nobody hides. There's no closeted term. The notion of the closeted term is only people who are gay and who've been trying to hide this for a long period of time, as Jason Collins did for many, many, many years. So I think correctly, you don't want to talk about preference. You want to talk about orientation. Beyond that, I don't know what else you can say or not say about this, other than, and I'll ask Tori and Kevin, my opinion is, and I don't want to say that it's not a big deal, but my opinion is this is going to go very smoothly. People have waited for a long time for this to happen. The athletes have made it clear that at least politically, when they sit down and they think about it, they take a position of great tolerance and embrace. That doesn't mean they won't say something to someone else on a playground level, a word they're not supposed to say, as Kobe Bryant, who's tweeted how great this is, recently said and was fined for. Language is different. It doesn't, don't pin somebody on language any more than you would pin somebody on something else. I mean, this is a fairly complex issue. I mean, the best tweet that I saw was from one of the Wizards. What's the guy's name? Martell Webster.
No. Webster.
Where at the end of saying how happy he was for Jason Collins, he said, but your jump shot is weak. And I like that. I thought that was the right way to go. What are your